Hey, what's up, everybody? Um, I know I keep saying that I'm going to get more regular about making these uploads. I have a bit of a hectic life lately. My 4 year old has decided to wake up earlier and earlier every day, it seems like, and it's been very hard to find a good quiet time to be able to talk to you without cartoon noises and kids walking in and interrupting. I film this in the closet of my bedroom, so there's not a lot of privacy. There's not a lot of being able to hide from kids and control the environment and keep it quiet. So I apologize for being here less frequently than I would like to, and I'm working on it. With the holidays and stuff, both of my kids will be home much more regularly because Christmas break and things like that. But I'm working on finding a good system for getting some dedicated quiet time to be able to make these videos and talk to people. I've gotten some messages, uh, kind of asking where I am and why I'm not here as much. And that's actually part of why I wanted to make this video, is because one of the messages that I received was not just that, but somebody who actually had some questions and was looking for some advice. And since a big part of what I want my Mondays to be is more on mindset and maybe a little more on the mental health side of things and that aspect of stuff, I really wanted to be able to address what this person and I talked about. I'm not going to, disclose a name or anything because I just don't feel comfortable talking about somebody else's personal information. But it's a concept that I feel like gets overlooked a lot. And as a larger bodied man, it's something that kind of grinds on me a lot. And, okay, so I was reached out to, and uh, the person who messaged me said, "Hey, I really want to start going to the gym. I've never gone to a gym before. How do I start doing this? Also, I'm really intimidated about the idea of going to a gym. How do I cope with the intimidation? And, you know, I'm going to be going by myself most of the time, and I'd just really like to know what are some ways that I can kind of start simple and, you know, and that aspect of things is, everybody's individual, and without working with people one on one and figuring out what it is that they actually need, like there's a lot of it depends to the what should I be doing thing. Um, I think I've said it before, but it's as simple as starting the habit. You just go and do some sort of thing for some sort of time, but tell yourself you're going to go this number of days a week and do that. The part that I really wanted to make the video about more is the intimidation, feeling intimidated at the gym, and also going to the gym alone. So I've been in and out of the gym for several years. I think I was doing the math on it the other day, and I think it's been close to a decade. Now, granted, I've spent a lot more of that time out of the gym than in the gym, but I think it's been close to a decade that I've been off and on with fitness. And I've been competing in strongman for 3 years. 4 years. Jeez, 4 years. I still feel intimidated at the gym. And unfortunately, for the person who messaged me, the number one, hands down, best way to not feel intimidated at the gym is going with someone. Because you get to feel that safety in numbers bit, you know? Fortunately, for the person who messaged me, and for anybody who doesn't like going to the gym because they feel like people are staring at them or, you know, whatever, there's kind of two things there. One, the people who are staring are going to get shut down by people who care. And I can't say that's 100% accurate. In my experience, it has been. And I also have experience as the one doing the shutting down. Seasoned gym goers, people who have been going to the gym regularly, especially people who have been going to the same gym regularly, understand what a big step it is for you to walk in that door. And especially when they see you walk in that door 2, 3, 4 times a week for 2 weeks or 4 weeks or 6 weeks, you know, the more you go, the better. Those seasoned gym veterans are going to shut down the gawky teenager and all of that. They're gonna have your back, again, in my experience. But the other part of it is 99.9% of people that I have ever started talking to in the gym, or, you know, people that I don't go to the gym with, but who, you know, I compete with or just have online conversations with about the gym and fitness-based things, they're all so self-conscious that they are so focused on themselves, they have no idea that you're there. The only time most people in the gym know that you exist is when you are physically directly in front of them, or when you're taking a piece of equipment they want. That's pretty much it. You know, there's some times where that's not entirely true. You know, if you scream a bunch as you're picking up and dropping weights, yeah, that people are gonna know you're there, and they're not necessarily gonna love it. They're gonna know you're there. In the situation with the person who has written me, I doubt that's going to be the issue. I wholeheartedly believe you probably won't make an impact on anybody enough. That sounds like a bad thing. It's a great thing. But you probably won't make such a big impact that people are going to be paying attention. There is a chance that if you're walking through the gym looking a bit timid, looking a bit, you know, like you don't know what you're doing there, because let's face it, you may not. In this case, it's a person who's never gone to the gym before. You probably don't know what you're doing. But there's going to be a certain sect of those seasoned veterans who are going to keep an eye on you to make sure that if you start looking like you don't know what you're doing, to a point that it could be harmful or whatever, they may try to offer some help. Again, that's not necessarily the experience at every single gym. But just remember, all of the people that you're worried about, you know, focusing on you, they are just as self-conscious as you are. When I was at my leanest and lifting regularly and all of it, I was at a point where I got stopped in stores to be asked about protein supplements because people could look at me and tell that I worked out. Even at that point in my life, I was so self-conscious every time I stepped in the gym. I couldn't tell you the color of hair on a single person that went to the gym with me. If that's a terrible example. Of course, I could just name brown and someone at the gym went with brown hair. You know what I mean? It's a much bigger deal in your head than it is in the heads of the people at the gym with you. They are not going to be focusing on you and, laughing to themselves, or, they're... The whole idea that Planet Fitness sold us on, that they're a judgment-free zone, is kind of crap. Because it makes you feel like other gyms are going to judge you. And they don't. And I know, this has been a bit of a rambly video. I've missed everybody here, and I'm very sleep deprived, but I just got my son on the bus, and I had the time to sit down and talk. Don't let someone else maybe potentially judging you, a brand new person to the gym, don't let that keep you from creating a better life for yourself. It's not worth it. Your life, your quality of life, your health, especially if you have children, being around longer for your kids, like all of that is more important than some random stranger at the gym. And don't be afraid to recognize that with yourself. Don't be afraid to be like, I honestly don't care what this person has to say, because my goals are more important. I am more important. Be full of yourself, man. You should be proud of the fact that you're taking the steps to go into the gym. The fact that you are taking those steps to go into the gym means that you are already doing better than you were doing before. If anybody has a problem with that, if anybody wants to judge or make fun or whatever, first of all, they're the asshole. They're the exception. But most importantly, who cares? They are some person who doesn't get to have a say in your life. I don't know. It's still a hard-fought battle for me. I don't expect you to walk into the gym on your first day after hearing my 15-minute long ramble about why you shouldn't be intimidated and suddenly not be intimidated. But I hope you found some nugget in here that can help you. You're taking steps to making a better life for yourself. That should be the most important thing in the world. Do not let some imagined idea of some other person's perception of you stop you from doing that. And that's it. I hope you have a great day and take care of yourself. And we'll see you next time.